I'm pissed off that it just keeps doing this. Okay, it didn't even change the source. It was supposed to. Microphone. Check, check, check. Noise suppression low. Down mix to mono. Save. Running. Sound check. Okay. Hello. Check, 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 check. Hello, hello, hello. It's not even working. Off. Audio device. Check, check, check. Somebody says no. Why can't I even? That's really weird. Why can't I can't even change the sources. Wait, let's see. Wait. Oh, that was the sound check. Well, it didn't work. Microphone device. Mike has an echo? Oh, you actually heard me? Check, check, check. Hello, hello, hello. Is there any echo now? That's weird because I don't see the. Oh, I wonder if I have to turn the. Hello, hello. Oh, I do see a mic. Okay, good. Okay, is there any echo? Did the echo go away? Did I fix the echo issue? Drasir. Hello? Is there an echo? Check, check. I mean, no, I shouldn't say the same thing twice because then that would mean you wouldn't be able to know if there's an echo. Is there an echo? It's got a slight echo. Okay, no, I'm not talking about you guys in the Zoom, guys. Just over on TikTok. All right, 1 second. Let's see if I can remedy that. I'm not sure that there's anything I can do about that, you guys on TikTok. Down mix to mono. Save. Hello, hello. Also, it seems like it's low. Hello, 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 hello. I mean, this is like massively boosted now. Hopefully, I'm not blowing your ears off. A bit of an echo. Yeah, okay. Sorry about that. And we're having upload issues too. Recommended encoder detected. Applying this recommended encoder may improve your performance. Yeah, well, what's the recommended encoder? To improve your live, switch the encoder to the NVIDIA. Okay, well, let's do it. Where do I do that? Codec compatibility. Try turning it on if the screen turns green. Encoder shift. Well, it looks like I can't change any of that while I'm live. All right, well, have to. It sounds worse now? Okay. Okay, well, I'll put that back to where it was, 100%. Click this. I think I know possibly how to get rid of the echo. Okay, I have to sneeze actually. Son of a. Ah, hopefully you heard that. Whew! That was a dad sneeze. Ah. All right, well, you're just gonna have to deal with echo. I mean, that's TikTok for having a shitty fucking platform. What can I say? Their software it sucks shit. All right. Let me close this down. Maybe I'll get a little more Do I need a mop? Yeah, I do. I need a mini mop. Okay, let's talk about the market. It sounds better now, Tony. All right, yeah, okay, good. All right. Jesus Christ, I'm having really a back and forth internet connection. I think I'm gonna get rid of the Bloomberg channel here. That might help free up some bandwidth. Fingers crossed. Boy, it is off and on and off and on. It says there's no dropped frames though, so that's good. Oh, cool. We're getting a little bit of a bounce. Okay. We need to talk about the market. So this morning, CPI numbers, the inflation numbers, including some numbers for jobs as well, jobless claims, came out. Jobless claims were slightly better than expected. So we continue to have a resilient job market. Status. And then inflation came in like just fine. But it was just like, I mean, if you took what inflation was expected to be versus what it's forecast to be versus what consensus opinion is to be, the variance in there is usually like 0.1% or whatever. And the inflation number came in to the upside a little bit hotter than all those numbers by exactly the variation of those numbers. Another like 0.1%. In other words, it's a little bit hotter than all the numbers, except that it's within the variation of how people are estimating the number anyway. It's like it's not a huge deal. It's roughly okay. Like I said, all week and actually for 2 weeks and now, maybe even more. Even if we go up today with inflation, over the next few months, it's going down. So, things oscillate like that. They have their moments, and sometimes you just catch it when it's right foot forward, not left foot forward, but it's still walking in the same direction. And so the market, has been bought up and bought up and bought up. Everyone's speculating that we were going to have an incredible surprise, in the positive direction, and it wasn't. And so probably now we're going to see a lot of rotation into more safety and out of growth and some tempering of everything that everyone was allocating into over the next month until we get an update on the inflation numbers. As the next inflation number that comes in a month will be an update to the numbers that came out today, like how things have come along, how to update that number for more accuracy. But they're still quarterly reports. They just get more and more accurate as the quarterly report continues to unfold. So it is what it is. The market did have a little negative reaction of about 3 points on the QQQ and similarly on the SPY. And it's not that big of a deal. So, we are actually opening right now. We are now price adjusted back to where we closed because overnight, foreign markets anticipated and front ran potentially a good CPI report, and we were elevated. And so now it dropped, and it dropped to exactly where we were yesterday. So no change, flat, nothing burger. So it's all good, guys. However, it does, like I say, release some pressure on the market. That's good, but cause probably a little bit of more rotation and less glee and unbridled rallying. So we'll have a nice measured sideways move. And this is exactly what I said. This is exactly what I've been saying. For the last 38 years, election cycles, January, we have that drop the first week, which is exactly as predicted. And then we have sideways for 3 weeks. And then we have a drop lower on January 28th. That is a dip buy opportunity, which then runs all the way to the end of February, to March 4th. And that's our first rally of 3 decent rallies throughout the year. Anything else is just like a 1, 2, 3 day, pop, blip, correct move, But a rally, we're talking all of February. So, be patient, but show up every day to the market, because you never know when things change. I mean, this could turn out to be a historic bullish run. I mean, you just never know. All right. The other thing I wanted to look at was Bitcoin. Yes, Bitcoin ETFs. I guess there's a lot of hype going around. The Bitcoin ETFs are being released, and so that could cause a lot more funds and money and accredited investor money to flow into Bitcoins, and so Bitcoin's about to get more liquid than it is already. And potentially, it's almost like taking a dam wall down, or what do they call that in the Netherlands? All those little walls they have. It's not a dike, but it's called like when you contain water from going into an area. It's called a God. It's a funky name. A funky word, a levee. I believe that's, no, there's even another word, but yeah, the point is, like, let's say there's a river, and then we're containing, another body of water. Now with the Bitcoin ETFs, it's like a bridge between the two, or a tunnel, and that water is now going to flow in to the other, river, and cause it to, rise. So it's inevitable. And so we dam it up in the Midwest. Nice. A fjord, not quite a fjord. It's not a levee either. Anyway, that's not the point. You get it. And but my main point is that Bitcoin right now is flying. It's up to 48,000 now. Bitcoin is moving. Let me show you. BTCUSD. So you can see that Bitcoin is flying on the release of that data, on the release of the morning data. Bitcoin did the exact same move, except now it's flying, and it might be leading. It may be taking the lead. We might see the market actually get pulled up a little bit by this move on Bitcoin. A reservoir. No, I'm going to look it up right now. Let's put this in aqueduct. No. Let me see. Let's see. A canal, a reservoir? No. I'm not talking about the area like the fjord. It's called a. Let's see. Synonyms levee. It is kind of like a levee. And there's like a dam. No, not a levee like that. I'm gonna have to put. I can't put dam either. Let's see. A dike. A dam, a levee, embankment, canal, rampart, barrier, ditch. God, I don't know why I can't think of it. It's really not important, but now it's bugging me, and you guys are all trying to help. An embankment. The word I was thinking, was a trench, a trough. Listen to all these words. These are great. Nobody thought of some of these words, and they're really good ones. Embankment, barrier, barricade, a trough, levee, dam, canal, ditch, seawall, goalie, trench, furrow, moat. It's none of the word that I was thinking of is not important, because we've already explained what it is. But I appreciate y'all helping me trying to figure it out. Anyway, let's move on. That's okay. I'll think of it later. I know I will. But yeah, right now we're getting a little bit of strength from the markets, being led by Bitcoin, frankly. It's like the only thing having an elated, unbridled move right now. Interesting. Here you go. By the way, Bitcoin for the rest of my stream right here in the 10-second chart. You can see had the same reaction on the market, but then suddenly 12 minutes after that reaction, woo, it is taken off. And it is at a new, I would love to say all-time highs, but it's not. It's at new 52-week highs though. Basically, it's at new highs. The high to surpass is 69,000 to the button. So that'll be us, a number to watch. Right now we're at basically 48,000. So we're only 21,000 away. We'll get there this year probably. All right. Now, this morning, if there's anything big and hot, we need to know. Up only 6% is Riot. Okay, obviously that would move, but that's a $3.2 billion market cap. Up 7%, almost 8% is CLSK. Let's take a quick look at that. Yeah, I'll take a look at NEO real quick, Tony, if you're going to stay here. CLSK on the daily chart, and what it's doing here is nothing special this morning necessarily. However, yeah, CLSK, CleanSpark, made a 261% move in 40 days, in 26 trading days. So this is like very much goes on to our hot list, and we very much are interested in getting alert on that when it comes back to any kind of decent breakout. So I'm going to put an alert on that. And then I got to change it to look pretty to my alert line template. There we go. Boom. All right. Anything else big? Yeah, Hut up 10% this morning. Anything else? Well, let's take a look at Hut. Now, Hut is a massive mover. So that's an entry, by the way, signal right out of the gate, because that's a breakout of this sort of like lower pullback area that it was in. But it made a move of 130% in 9 trading days back here, and then pulled back, and it's been hanging out for about a week and a half in this area, and now it's up 10% in pre from like the 11-12 area to 13. So you gotta watch it the first minute of the day, and potentially you could get an entry if you're not already in. I am already in on the 1 minute opening range break. But it also depends on how the market starts moving. You don't want to get into something bullish on a bullish signal if the market is giving you the opposite signal and it's acting bearish. I was giving a lesson yesterday to somebody and mentioned it's sort of like the weather. Just because one boat is stupid enough to go out in the storm doesn't mean you should put all your money in that boat. How's that, Kim? That was even better. Yeah, that's the power of mourning. Yeah. You should not be doing that. In fact, you might not even put any money in that boat. You might just think, what an idiot. But when the weather's good, almost all boats can go out and reap a harvest. You can put your money on any boat. So good weather trumps all. All right. And the market, in case anybody's not understanding this analogy, the market is the weather. Right on. The market is a far more important signal than anybody realizes. All right, Tony, here we go. Here comes NEO. The look at NEO. Yeah, it looks terrible, buddy. It looks terrible. It should have been doing much better lately. And I'm not seeing really elevated volume. And it's almost 100% retrace off of the last move, so completely negating it. So not good. Stay away. And that's good advice. Excuse me. Yeah. You swing huddle for months. Oh, okay. Well, just make sure you take profits on good days, super trimmer, and um, live up to your name. But them. All right. It's turned into what's that new comedian? This guy, he like all he does is work the audience, and he became so famous. This comedian, this new kid, he's great. But like that's what this is becoming, Zing, somebody says. Right on. All right, back to the market. Let's continue to watch that like fine tooth comb because that is really, really very important this morning. That and Bitcoin. So if I could go to my, if I could go to this view and we'll watch Bitcoin and the market and the S&P 500 and the Qs all at the same time, that's going to be most productive for us this morning. And probably consumer staples. We want to see how money is going to flow into safety. That's why. And then, of course, the markets are representing tech. That's fine. And something else of value, healthcare, utilities would be a good one. And then rates. We should be watching rates. That can show up differently on different systems. Here's a 10-year. Okay, good. All these should be watched in conjunction to get a reading on how the open goes this morning. XOP, Campbell's soup, and just think Campbell's soup or toilet paper. Consumer staples, stocks that if they go up means there's money flowing into safety, but not if it's at the same time as everything's going up. That's just called a rising tide. But if, say, growth, like the QQQs, was going down and staples were going up, you'd instantly know that's in rotation. But if both staples and growth were going down, that'd be a falling tide. So, but you still need to look at all the different sectors to kind of get a holistic reading in gold and oil and crypto as well, and the bond market, and as many asset classes as you can to get some kind of a sense of what the hell is going on, right? But I can tell you this: 1 out of 20 days, everything moves up all together. It's called a rising tide. It's like 1 out of 20, and when that happens, if it's sustained for 10 or 20 minutes off the open, usually the whole day moves up. Rising tide all day, without just relentless, And it doesn't have to be strong, but it just doesn't stop. All right, market's opening in 3 minutes. Thank you for looking at it. Yeah. And by the way, and Skip Mullen also, that's a 10% bounce today, but dead cat bounce, but it moves like 10% every day, so it's nothing, And Mullen is very shady. Netflix, John? Okay. I mean, I'm in Netflix, but I'm going to give you, the exact reading here. Netflix has been bullish for almost 10 months now, 9 months, and right now, it's doing as the market's doing. It's just waiting for the moment to run, but like I said, the forecast is not until February. But still, there's plenty of room to find an entry on anything over this month. You're blurry, yeah. Sorry, I think some bandwidth issues or something going on. Yeah, I don't know why that is. It'll come back. Sorry about that. It's fucking TikTok. They shouldn't have copied their software from OBS. They shouldn't have ripped them off. They should have coded it from the ground up. All right, Bitcoin breaking to a new high here. New high. Let's call it a new high. It's not new high of the day. it's a new 52-week high, but I'm not saying that. It just fucking takes too long. Maybe in Asian that's a little bit easier to say, but in English I'm not going to go, we're hitting a new 52-week high. It's too many. It's too many syllables. So we're hitting a new high on Bitcoin right now, and that's very good. Gold is staying down, which is great because gold is like an ATM machine or the savings, the ultimate savings bank account. And if money flows into gold and gold is going up and the markets are going down in any sense, that's a flight to safety. Gold is the apocalypse asset. You know. But once we mine one gold asteroid, boom, it's all over. Gold will not be started. One gold asteroid is worth the one that they know about is worth $4 quintillion. If you bring it back to Earth, there's enough to share with everybody. What was it? $400 billion. $400 million in gold, I think it is, for every person on Earth from one gold asteroid, which is in the asteroid belt. They know where it is. They just got to go get it. That'll happen one day. And then gold will not be scarce, and that will help our electronics also, because instead of copper wiring, can you imagine gold wiring? It'll be worth nothing. You couldn't buy a candy bar with a bar of gold. But for now, it's sparse, and it is the apocalypse currency. All right, off of the open. Let's watch this market. Okay, I'm getting some alerts already. Gonna go check them out. Now, right off the open, let's just watch the first minute here, though. 60 seconds. Staples are being bought up, and the market's being bought up, and rates are falling. This could be a rising tide. No, healthcare is dropping. So it's actually more than a rising tide. It's acting like growth entry. I don't know why that is. Can't explain it, but it is what it is. Based on the reaction, that doesn't make any sense. But it is what it is. And I'm just telling you what's going on. All right, we're 1 minute into the open, and we have broken the high of the 1 minute range. Now, did we do that on, what was that other one we were kind of looking at? I don't know. I don't even have it up anymore, but there was a stock. HUT, H-U-T. Let's pull that up and see. Yes, sir. Didn't I type it? Like, where is it? Okay, there it is. Okay, yeah, no signal. The first candle, 1 minute candle, was red on HUT. Neo, yeah. I was short and I'm about to reverse long. All right. Well, it looks like I can release my hedge, reclaim some of my hedge money, which was very little. If I need to hedge again, I will. For now, I'm good. So, wow, now we've actually gapped up open on the Qs. Like, look at this chart on the Qs. Let me show you. I mean, it's kind of crazy. Look at this. Gotta show you. Okay, now we're turning red. If we turn red on this gap up push up, that's not good. And that's what it's kind of doing. That's a lot of pressure to the day. We don't really want to see that too much. And it's kind of just doing it. But yeah, that's kind of a crazy little gap open run up there. Now, looking at everything on the market, all sectors, I'm seeing defensives drop like a ton of bricks, though, you guys. Hey, RJ. Defensives like XLP here would be staples. I'm not talking about defense stocks when I say that. I'm talking about defensive ways to handle your money in a market crash or downturn. People fly to safety, called defensives, consumer staples, healthcare utilities, which people can't live without, such as toilet paper, cell phone, and um, hospital service. So those are resilient even during recessions. So those are actually being sold off like mad. Like the withdrawal of cash from that area and now being put in, presumably into the growth market is a bullish rotation. And it's strong bullish rotation because it's down in one direction that's positive and bullish and up in the other direction that's positive and bullish. So it's double bullish. Yeah, we're good on Netflix. Yeah. All right, taking a look at the market. It's looking like it's maybe going to hit a new high. And again, that looks like this. Look at that. The market just like looks amazing. This is the chart that looks amazing now. Look at that. Like 3 strong days up and then a gap open up. If we blast through the high here today, would be amazing. It's like literally in the cards. And that would create just an amazing move. And Bitcoin hitting a new high right now. And rates dropping. This is everything is going into the bullish direction. It's like a speed. What do they call it? A pitcher that throws the ball really fast. Fastball. It's like a fastball specialist pitcher. You know, and he's putting he's putting everything onto that ball. Okay, that baseball analogy didn't work. Dude, come on, I'll admit it. I'm right here. But sometimes they do. 99% of my analogies work 100% of the time. 70% of the time. RJ, you're late. I guess you know uh, better late than never, right? Yeah. All right. Let's see something here. Is save going down? Oh, going sideways. Okay. Right into my hands. This is like one of the best plays I ever designed. It's kind of a 3-2-3 ratio options spread on save. And I'm up $2,000 out of almost $4,000 already on it. But it's just so easy. It basically says that if save it doesn't reach $25 in the next 2 weeks, then I make my full amount. Bitcoin keeps going. The market stopping where it's at, pulling back a little bit. We've almost completely retraced the CPI candle, the 1 minute CPI candle of when the information was released. And 411.44 on the QQQs, that would be the number to break out of on, how long would you take it, Evan? Which one? Netflix was short, now you're long? Well, I mean, it's got earnings coming up soon. So, do you want to be a trader or do you want to be an investor? Those are two completely different things. If you want to trade, you're looking at 1 to 5 day trades on anything you get into. But you could potentially turn that into a runner of something that will last 1 to 6 weeks. But if you're an investor, that's a whole different ball of wax. I wouldn't get excited about, stocks only run for a couple of days. Here, let me look at Netflix. They go sideways for long periods of time, and they run for just 5 days. Like here we go, breakout way two right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it went sideways for 5 days. Then 1, 2, 3 days sideways, and then 1, 2, and then sideways, and then 1, 2, 3, and then sideways, then pull back, and then 1, and then down, and then 1, 2, and down, and then now 1. No, these are sideways, and then 1. I mean, so, find your entries. It goes up, sell. Find your entries. It goes up, sell. Find your entries. It goes up, sell. Rinse and repeat. Don't hold anything longer than 5 days. Okay, I just made you a millionaire. I only said it 3 times. You probably didn't even know what I said. Find your entries. It goes up, sell. That's it. And, well, obviously got to manage the downside. But if the thing goes up, don't fucking sit around. It's not find your entries, it goes up, sit around. It doesn't go like that. Let's see here. Right off of the open, strong stocks we've got is Mara, and that makes sense. That's one of the strongest. Woo! And that's definitely an entry on Mara. That's a beautiful entry on Mara, and it hasn't gotten away from you. If you're not already in it. 2760 was the entry. It's at 2840, and it's still plenty of room to get all the way to 32, over the next few days. Mara is an entry. Mara. Mobley, M-B-L-Y. I don't know what that is. Let's see. Nah, forget that, Mobileye. Soxel, that's semiconductor index. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's an entry and a continuation after 3 days of holding, of rest. I'm already in it, but it's an entry for anybody who's not. Yeah, you can, Max. Oh, definitely. But it's a probability. It's not 100%. So you still need to know how to manage risk. Yeah, Soxel breaking to a new high right now, and let's take a look at the S&P 500. No, the Qs looks like they're getting really close. Yeah, really close. 411, 44 is what we're looking for to the breakout on that. But the VIX is oh my goodness, Bitcoin's almost at 49,000 now. Bitcoin being bought up like mad. So I have Coin, Riot, Mara, MSTR. These are all like Bitcoin related stocks. SQ, Hut, and I know I have more. I think I'm looking. SoFi kind of, and that's it. But there's definitely others, obviously like BTBT and Wolf, and there's others. But how many do you need? I want them all of them. No, I mean there's only so much money. Okay, Bitcoin hitting 48,888. 48888888. Yeah, it sounds like Popeye. Super hot this morning is Netflix. So Netflix is moving. Clean Spark, we spoke about it earlier. Clean Spark, hot. Looks great. And is it an entry? Oh, let me see. But Netflix, yeah, gapped open up. Beautiful. No, I forget the ticker now. CLSK. Yeah, Clean Spark is an entry. Yes, sir. It just hit the alert. I just put that alert this morning, I think, or yesterday. This morning, I think. Yeah, that's an entry on CLSK. I don't have any additional funds because I got 55 positions already. If I did, I'd get it right now. As a put credit spread, obviously. That's the smartest way. No, I use a formula, Max. Max, send me a private message, but not on TikTok because it'll take me a day to find it. Click the link in my bio that takes you to my group, to my community. Once you're in there, find me and send me a private message. Say, hi, I'm Max from TikTok. How you doing? And then let's just talk a little bit. CEI, I think it had its day. It's kind of crushed now. Let me double check. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's actually worse than I remembered. Like, good Lord, it's at 20 cents. It was at 260 in October before 2022. $260. It's now at 20 cents. And it shows no signs of waking up or anything. It doesn't look good. All right, send me a message. All right. If you want to get the results that you've been getting, continue to think how you think. It's time to think different. SMCI also at the top of the list here. Yeah, that's doing great. Continuation on a recent push. The other thing is Netflix PDD. Okay, PDD is just a nice continuation. Riot Coin now. Let's see now. Yeah, now is flying. I think didn't we look at this, Kim, yesterday? Was it now? Something where we said the options were not priced right. Yeah, I think so. Boy, over on this laptop computer, the internet is not doing well. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's on the wrong internet. No, it's not. Yeah. Click the link in my bio wherever you are, guys. If you're new and you're watching, click the link in my bio because it's a link tree. So there's just tons of links there. It's fun. There's all kinds of cool resources I have put there. My favorite books. Um, you don't want to miss that list of links of resources. It's pretty cool. BitF, there's another one flying. Wolf flying. Let's sort this list, this hot list on the right here, by change percent. Yeah, and CLSK is at the top of the list. CLSK, Clean Spark, BitF way up. Okay, yeah, Clean Spark, since I mentioned it, was an entry at 11, is hitting 1135 already. This is great. Great entry, and it looks like projected end of the day high relative volume, which is excellent. So it's nice to be getting entries on such a extended day. But the market does look like it's kind of, what's the word? Petering out. And that does put a lot of pressure on the market because this is a gap up open um, red. This is island top reversal right now, shape on the market. But Bitcoin is now hitting 49,350. We're going to hit 50,000. We might blast through 50,000 today on Bitcoin. So I'm glad I have like over 10% of this portfolio in crypto related tickers. Those are just all doing great this morning. And let's take a look at that HUT again. Yeah, looks great. That's the alert line too that I had set up. So HUT up and over the alert line. I can delete that now. I've already told everybody, you guys, that HUT is an entry. Yeah, Apple really not doing well. Apple doesn't care. Apple just running for the hills. Apple being very scared. And defensives have seemingly bottomed. And so that might be it as far as the push goes. And then now there's a lot of pressure on the market, and yet Bitcoin just wants 50,000. It doesn't care. It's all about Bitcoin today. That's funny. Industrials down, and yet industrials, energy down, oil flat, and rates flat now. So we're kind of leveling off here. The VIX continues to indicate bullish, bearish right now. Bearish. Yeah, 49K now, Kelly. Yeah, but so far Apple hasn't broken below yesterday's low, so that's good, but it's pretty close. Bitcoin, new high on Bitcoin, 49,479. I think just got posted. Well, anyway, it's up there. It can be different numbers on different systems. Everything in mine looking good. Cost me $38 to hedge overnight the portfolio. It adds up, The previous day was $14, but sometimes you have to do that on some of the big events. But not so much if you're getting that theta. My theta has already made up for all of it. I'm expected to get $350 in theta per day, but I've been getting about $1,000 in theta per day. But right now I'm up 550. Firms, I'll have to send me a private message, Firms. I'll tell you all about it, but it's good. It's awesome. We have somebody making a fortune with that fucker. Yeah, it's awesome. It's legit. Let me put it this way. Yes, it's real. It's legitimate. But, you have to do well or you don't get to continue doing it. So, you can start reading about it all on your own, but send me a private message, preferably on our Discord. So the link is over there. Randy, are you in here now? Randy, you are. Oh, you mentioned happy birthday to me, but it's not my birthday. But however, it's my son's birthday. So happy birthday to my son. Thank you for any birthday wishes coming towards the Evans, and I'll pass it on. Russ, how are you doing? Welcome. Uh, all good. My birthday is September 13. Lucky 13. Apple's still struggling to find a bottom, which is definitely putting pressure on the market. And then if we look at the Qs, yeah, we see that the island top reversal has in fact solidified. And then I will say this. Once it comes down through yesterday's close, that's really bad. I mean, it's not bad. It's just that it cements it. It cements the Gap Island top reversal pretty well. It would be hard to reverse from there after going through yesterday's close on a Gap Island reversal like that on an extended run, and then actually reverse that, come back up and make new highs like by the end of the day. It's pretty rare. Right? So you can pretty much rely on the fact that this is the end of the run. So if you have positions, either hedge them or exit them. you know, depending on whether you want to stay in or whether you're ready to convert to cash. Because usually this means we've got another day of down at least, and it could be a couple of days. So this could be exactly what we've been predicting. Let me draw out what we've been predicting, and then we can see if it follows it. Where's January and February? Okay, so something like the following. No, even that is probably too slow. Maybe something like this. Okay. Okay, this looks like this could do it. Uh-huh. And then to January 28, an undercut. It'll be the 29th or even the 30th this year. A strong undercut, something like down here. Okay. And then from February to March, four, something like that. Our probably the greatest rally of the year will be in February. But there'll be two other rallies this year. And if that doesn't happen, that's okay. This is just an expectation. Not Nostradamus. This is just to the best of our abilities what we potentially expect here. And so far, knock on wood, everything's transpiring exactly as expected. We had the drop the first week of January as expected. And then the run up to today, as expected. Everything has been as expected. Oh, no. Yeah. Well, all right. Again, we've got this market wrapped around our fingers, and we know what to do to be careful. And that potentially this is the top of the run, and that this is the pattern we're expecting. You guys can screenshot that if you want, but every time I pull up QQQ, it'll keep those lines on there, and we'll see how it goes. I didn't even try to make them perfect, so if the market doesn't follow those lines exactly, if I tried to make it perfect right now, maybe I would have hit exactly what it's doing. I don't give a shit. The point is it's going to go sideways, chop, and then undercut the end of the month, and that's going to be a dip buy opportunity, and that's what you got to watch for. And we don't know all the exact timings and the strengths of all those various things, but that's the prediction. And then a rallying February also doesn't mean every day goes up. That's going to zigzag too. I'm just in general showing the directions here. All right, cool. Good morning, everybody. See you back in the group. Russ, Randy, Mike, Marcus, Kim, Justin, Daniel, Carl, and Anthony, as well as Firms. J King, come on in. Max, see you soon. All right. Have a good one, everybody. See you in the group. Let's continue in there to follow opportunities. Have a good one.